Welcome to Positively Muskegon. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I am just off Apple Avenue at the Upper Room Church Ministries, along with Jerry and LaShawn Matthews. We are here today to talk a little bit about the church, because you know what? If I get invited into a church, I'm going to learn a little bit about that. Right. And a special ministry that you guys have going on here. We're going to talk a little bit about Parental Alienation here in just a second. But first of all, thank you. You're new to the program and the show and everything. Thanks for taking a minute to come on. And Jerry, tell me a little bit about your church here, the Upper Room Church.
Upper Room Church Ministry is a...
Speak right up a little bit.
Upper Room Church Ministry, it is a non-denomination organization.
Okay.
Very welcoming to all people, all walks of life. You know, we truly believe in the principle, come as you are.
Yep.
There's no traditional restraints or bondage, you know, as far as conventional ways of thinking.
Don't worry about the three-piece suit. Don't worry about the big bonnet. Don't worry about all that.
All of that. Just
right.
Come in and allow the Holy Spirit to move you and learn about God and Jesus Christ and whatever, you know, you need to know about biblical principles.
Sure.
We love this ministry.
Yes.
Good for you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Very.
What do you is it a typical thing? Is it a Saturday night service and a Sunday service? How does that all go on?
Sunday service.
Just a Sunday service.
We have a Sunday school at 10.
Okay.
And then we have free breakfast from 11 to 11:30.
It's a big deal.
Then service starts at 11:30.
People need to eat.
Yes.
Every Sunday.
It's hard to
11
believe.
o'clock.
It's hard to believe that more and more of these churches have to find ways to feed people because so many people are in food crisis. They just don't know where the next meal's coming from. And
that's right.
If the church can take care of that, that's a great thing.
That's right.
It really is. Now, go ahead.
I want to add the man cave.
What?
We have a man cave downstairs.
I'm in. Let's do it. Leather couches, TVs, all that stuff.
We have about 25 men.
Yeah.
We meet every Saturday morning at 9:30.
Okay.
Every Sunday morning at 10. And these guys come in and we talk about marriage principles, parenting principles, you know, drug use, alcoholism, depression, you know, just money management issues. We talk about, these guys come in and they just share some of their most intimate problems and the issues that they're dealing with in life. And we call it the man cave. We all got t-shirts and sweaters and it says man cave.
Do you find that when guys come into that at first they're kind of hesitant? They feel like they're because people that get into groups, they don't know, they're afraid. And
that's sensitive, very sensitive issues. Being intimate with guys and bonding because we tough, you know, macho.
Oh yeah.
But these guys come in and they start to take off their masks, take their layers off, and we trust and bond, and we cry. So we have a Kleenex. We have a box of Kleenex on the table because
ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's issues that come up in the man cave that we're dealing with real life struggles.
And it's hard.
And it's great.
And I've talked 1,000 times till I'm blue in the face about group power.
Yes.
There is something to it when you put humans together and build a safety net underneath them with each other.
Yes.
I mean, you guys know my story a little bit. I'm an AA guy. I know a little bit about that safety net, and that's where it comes from.
You're a great inspiration.
Well, I don't go that far.
I mean, just your example. Just your example. You know, what you've been through is encouraging to somebody else that's going through the storm.
Yeah. And we'll share that. I'll do that any old time of the week. Now, you bring up storms.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about storms because they go on all the time in relationships, and that's kind of what this PAP alienation is all about.
Yes.
So PAP alienation is targeted at people who get divorced, but there's kids in the middle of it, and it's my biggest complaint, and it's one of my earliest memories actually.
Wow.
I remember my cousin's parents, and I'm Irish. There's 500 of us. I mean, because that's what Irish people do. There's going to be kids everywhere you turn.
Family members.
My mom's the oldest of 10, and you can imagine. Be fruitful and multiply after that.
Wow.
Whoa, we got a lot of kids.
So she was the mom.
She was the oldest
of her
of 10
children and the mom of all her siblings.
I know it.
Wow.
Because she's the oldest.
No wonder she's sick of me. But anyway, so I remember my one uncle got divorced, and it turned into a fight between him and his ex all the time. And that's one of my earliest memories is them fighting over their kids.
Right.
It still goes on today.
Right.
It's still just, to me, it's one of the most pointless and ridiculous things to fight about there is. Tell me about PAP alienation and the message.
The main thing about PAP alienation is, first of all, it's an acronym for Parents Against Parental Alienation.
Okay.
That's what the PAP is. And we became advocates, parental alienation advocates. And we formed a group to be able to bring people into a safe, comfortable environment to talk about their family structures and their family struggles and issues. When people go through a breakup, separation, or divorce, they tend to want to get the upper hand on the other parent.
Sure.
So getting the upper hand on the other parent is sometimes creating false charges, making an alliance with the child to kind of to wing the other parent off, or to talk bad or belittle the other parent. But the common goal of the Parental Alienation Act is a person tries to manipulate and brainwash the child to just erase the other parent out of the child's memory.
Right. And that ain't good.
That's bad. That's not good at all.
Now, okay, so and does this apply to when it's shared custody, or does it apply when? Because let's be honest. I mean, sometimes a parent will just become gone.
Mm-hmm.
How does that dynamic work?
So you mean when one of the parents chooses to just leave?
Leave.
In a situation like that, I think she can give some information on the
Yeah, talk a little
alienation
bit
from
about
the
that.
parent.
I guess from my understanding, because my kid's dad just kind of walked away, and
Talk freely.
I mean, it wasn't like he was missing. We knew where he was. He lived right down the sidewalk. He just never took the time to come see his children.
Right.
And I guess I just never really forced him to come see him. It was like kind of like out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But I will say it has a devastating effect on the kids.
Yeah.
Amen.
I got a sister. I mean, she had a son when she was in college, and the guy was gone for a couple of years. Then he tried to come back for a little bit, and then he was gone again, and he's gone for years. And I mean, in a parent situation, do you?
Now, in those particular
That's
situations,
kinda what I'm getting at.
the parent is alienating themselves.
Right.
See, the other parent, which is called the alienator, the alienator parent, the other parent is not purposely,
Right.
intentionally alienating and manipulating and brainwashing. That parent alienates themselves.
Right.
And what happens is when those kids grow up, then they start to have identity crisis issues.
Yes.
And they start to become confused about who they are in life and where they want to go in life.
Yeah.
So most crimes that are committed, most challenges for society started out in parental alienation somewhere in
Sure.
life.
Yes.
Tell me about your group gets together. You guys talk about
Yes.
these things.
Every Tuesday, we have a workshop here at the Upper Room Church Ministry from 6 to 8. And we talk about all type of parental alienation issues on a national scale from all over the world, different states, different cities. And then we kind of brainstorm and try to figure out different events and community functions to put together here locally in Muskegon.
And ways to get people to stop doing that kind of thing, or is it more of
It's more bringing awareness.
Okay.
It's it's kind of I would compare it to the breast cancer awareness movement.
Okay.
We're on the ground level pioneering. Because this was just created in 1986.
Okay.
Dr. Gardner created the term parental alienation.
Yep.
So it's very young, and we're pioneering in this area to bring awareness to this issue.
Yeah.
The family courts are the family courts are just, they don't have room on their dockets. They're running out of room on their dockets. Money is a $50 billion a year industry for the United States of America. Dysfunctional families, broken homes is a $50 billion a year for family courts in America.
What a way to save some money. We could just take a little bit of that away, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So they do all this. Now you got an event coming up Wednesday.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Every Wednesday. Every year.
Every year, April 25th, every
25th.
year is National Parental Alienation Day.
Okay.
All over the world.
All
right.
over the world.
Yes.
So we go down to the Muskegon courthouse and we hold a rally outside of the courthouse.
And what can people learn there?
Pretty much
I mean,
just
more
about-
information about what you are and why you're doing it
Yes.
and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we give out pamphlets, we give out flyers, we have wristbands with the slogan on it. We have,
Talk a little bit about that slogan.
you have to love, I'll read it off of here. You have to love your kids more than you hate your ex. That says it in a nutshell.
Pretty easy.
You just have to not be selfish. You have to love your kids more to give them a bond or a relationship with the other part of their family.
Yeah.
Because you never know, they might need a blood transfusion, they might need bone marrow transfusion or kidney.
Yep.
And just them having a relationship and knowing the other side of their family could save their life.
Yeah.
You know.
You can even get away from the little stuff too. I mean, you know, like you see stuff like clothes. This is clothes for your dad's house. This is clothes for your mom's house.
Yeah.
Yes, they
What?
feud over that stuff.
What?
They feud over that.
That clothes
Yes.
fits him. What are you
Yes.
going to do with a Pokemon shirt?
And you know,
Who cares where the shirt goes?
another good one is they may have one set of rules at mom's
Yep.
house and another set of rules at dad's house.
Yep.
And if they get on a punishment, like mom wants them to honor the punishment at the other house, but the other parent don't get to spend much time with them, so
Right.
they want to be a little bit more sociable or more outgoing. They don't want to honor the punishment because
Right.
that's their limited time. It's all type of little minor feuds like that.
So put that hatred between yourself and the other one aside.
Set it aside.
Worry about the kid.
Love the child. Allow the child to have a healthy relationship because that also creates bad relationship problems.
Sure.
I'm a child.
They're getting taught. They're getting taught wrong.
I'm a child. My mom and my dad didn't have a relationship that was healthy, so I was alienated from my father.
Yeah.
And so I decided I was going to try. That caused me a lot of problems mentally, emotionally.
Sure.
So I decided I was going to try to make sure my kids had that healthy structure. And I ended up having children, and my wife, we separated and divorced, and I got alienated from my children also. So I'm a second generation alienated person.
Do you work to try and keep it as best you can?
I do.
You do?
I do.
It's tough,
I mean, it is very distant.
Yeah.
You know, it's very distant. The bond is gone. There's no way you'll make that father-son bond or that mother-daughter bond.
Were you ever able to
You
make
can't
that up with your
repair
dad?
that. No.
Oh.
Just a relationship, you know. I know who he is. He know who I am, and we respect each other's lives.
That's about it.
But you cannot make up that bond.
Yeah.
You know, it just creates a distant friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. And you need more than that. Everybody needs more than that.
Yes.
They really do.
Yes.
So Tuesday nights here.
Tuesday nights here, 68.
See, I remember that much.
Yes, 68.
Wednesday the 25th down at the courthouse.
Every April 25th,
Yep.
we go to the courthouse. Our responsibility as a local community is to do something on that day to bring awareness in our community.
Yep.
So we go to the family court, to the courthouse every April 25th. We hand out flyers. We got fundraisers for donations for popcorn. We have a popcorn factory in Holland.
Yep.
That they allow us to get popcorn as just to fundraise.
Something.
Fundraisers for the bracelets.
Sure.
Fundraisers for the T-shirts.
Sure.
So it's just people, make donations to the organization, and we give them tangible things in return,
Sure.
just for appreciation.
Sure.
And it's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay.
So
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take that link and we're going to put it here on Facebook. That's what I'm thinking. We're going to put it here on Positively Muskegon. If you want to learn more, if you want to be a part of the group, great. Come on down, learn a little bit, help these guys out with their message. I think what you guys are doing is great.
and we got a mascot.
You got a
We
mascot?
have a mascot.
Who is it?
His name is Toxic,
Okay.
He's a
and
heart.
he's a broken heart.
Oh, really?
He's a large broken heart, and his name is Toxic because all of these relationships
Yeah.
are toxic.
And it just continues.
So what he does is he encourages, and lifts up people's spirit,
Yep.
and people want to get out and take pictures with him,
Yep.
and they want to be seen. Toxic is a great addition to the organization.
Awesome stuff, man.
Yes.
Keep up the good work. Let me know when I can come back.
Thank you, man.
I would love to help spread the word about this thing. I would love to see family. I mean, and you know what? We live in a world where it's not going to be ideal.
Right.
But if you could just put those things aside and take care of the kids,
Yes, sir.
that's a first good step. And that's the next generation.
Yes.
That's what we got to worry about.
Yes.
Got to take care of them.
We're going to build some ground. We're going to build
I love these too. I just met them. I love them. All the details are right here on Positively Muskegon. Make sure you check out that website and support these guys Wednesday down at the courthouse.